Bonjour, my friends. We're playing some standard, of course, because I just can't get enough of this format. And I can't get enough of brewing control decks either. So the most liked comment under my latest video was, I love playing, or I love seeing Arne play control decks, something like that. Hey, I mean, we do share the same sentiment. I do like playing control decks too. So it's great to see that, and it's great to see you guys encouraging me in my passion. So here we are playing some Jeskai control, a new brew of mine. I'm tinkering around in the Izzet shells these days. I did a video for Channel Fireball on Teemo control. I might do one with an updated version for this channel as well. Go over to Channel Fireball, the YouTube channel. They have a very nice content as well. Just had to put my light a little bit further away from my face because it's bothering me. Anyways, God, people that are just jumping in, never seen me before, are gonna be like, what is this random person talking about, jumping from topic to topic? In any case, here we are with Jeskai control. I had this deck in my mind and I just put it together because it made sense to me. We're basically, again, an Izzet control deck here with good Izzet stuff, and then we're splashing for double white cards because why not? I mean, the Teemo control deck, I haven't played it on this channel, but it's playing an Izzet control deck with a triple green card in Titan of Industry. So this is actually more reasonable than that, isn't it? In any case, it works out with the mana. We have enough duels. We do have to play 2 Wind-Scarred Crag. A bit unfortunate, I know, not a fan of this card. But, I mean, I just played an Invoke Justice combo graveyard stuff as well. So I have familiarity with it. It's grown on me. No, it's obviously a shitty land. But we just gotta play it, and yeah. I mean, I do remember times where where in blue-black control decks we used to play Dismal Backwater. You know, sometimes which is the black-blue variant of this land, so sometimes you just gotta make sacrifices if the mana base is, yeah. Next set, we're gonna get Battlefield Forge, so yeah, we gotta wait until that. In any case, mana's fine, don't worry about it. So what's going on here? We have the good Izzet stuff, we have Fable of the Mirrorbreaker, you know, busted. Then we have Wandering Emperor to kill all the big creatures, but also have a proactive threat. Just an excellent mid-range card, I think. I mean, it clearly is. It got a bit worse. Shieldred is like an annoying card that deals damage around the Emperor. But yeah, I think it makes sense to me to have it in here, and it gives the Izzet shell another type of threat or another type of interaction for, yeah, big stuff, right? It struggles a little bit with big stuff. Wandering Emperor gets rid of those, and also of Tenacious Underdog, exiling, and it's a threat in itself that can annoy and bother the opponent. Makes your make disappear a bit better because you get Samurai Toe, so you can sacrifice into that stuff. So we'll see. I also do not have any experience playing Fable and Wandering Emperor both together. They are arguably the 2 best cards out of Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, which was a pretty powerful set, at least in terms of high-end cards. I had some really good ones. And those 2 are arguably the best. And seeing them both in the same deck is going to be cool, the interaction that they have with each other. So I'm excited about that. Then, last but not least, Sanctuary Warden. One of the best white cards in the format right now. One of the best finishing plays. Very good with Fable of the Mirrorbreaker too. You get to copy it, draw a card, make a 1/1 attack, draw a card, make a 1/1. I mean, copying the Sanctuary Warden is, yeah, it's pretty insane. And yeah, then you have those white cards, very, very, very strong around the good Izzet control shell with the cheap Flame Blast Bolt, Abrade, Fire of Victory, Temporal Firestorm, just getting rid of everything. Here in Jeskai, we can also face in the late game if we want to. And then we have Fable of the Mirrorbreaker, which is one of the busted cards in the game. So, Bankbuster, Counter Spells, Negate, Memory Deluge, that's it. Just all the good stuff. All the very best that you can play in the colors. Blue is light, it's for Counter Spells and Memory Deluge, but hey, Counter Spells, good. Memory Deluge, very good these days. I think it's just, the more I play, I think Deluge gives you this sort of alternative route that makes your late game unbeatable. If you wouldn't have Deluge, you might get outgrinded, you know, by Invoke Despairs, blah, 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 or just by a long game, Corpse Appraisers, etc., etc. But Memory Deluge just no. Let me rephrase this. For example, the Teemo control deck I played, that deck might lose against Disdainful Stroke, make disappear, that type of stuff, because it tries to ramp into the Titan. And then if they get you, if Grixis or Esper, with all their counter spells that they have probably post-board, they can get you, right? This Memory Deluge solves the counterspell issue. Your opponent can have as many counterspells as they want. Memory Deluge is going to be good against them because you can counter the Memory Deluge. Yeah, it just doesn't do enough because you have the flashback. And then if they have counterspells, they also slow down their own game. Because the more counterspells they have in their deck, the less proactive cards they have. So the post-board games slow down, and Memory Deluge is just a perfect card for that. So it works very well against those. I think, yeah. And then we can discard it into Fable as well if we want to, and then have it later on, blah, blah, blah. All right. Sideboard, Spell Pierces. I think on the draw, I like the idea of bringing in Spell Pierce lately. Yeah, just people have their Fables, their Duresses, and what have you, and Spell Pierce catches back up on the draw. But when someone wants to curve out, I think it's a great idea and just might come in against any other control deck as well, of course. I mean, Spell Pierce is a fine card. Disdainful Stroke, yeah, you know, I mean, Disdainful Stroke, a couple more removal Abrade, unless it's just against graveyard decks. Trying out Hermit. I could see Hermit being kind of nice, kind of annoying, blocks a thing, comes back, makes your spells uncounterable, so good against the various blue decks that come up, and is just, you know, also a counter spell. I think I haven't included it in my latest other blue decks, but I think it could be kind of decent. Then the white stuff here, we just got 2 temporary lockdowns, and we got 2 Depopulate and 2 farewell. I mean, when I'm building the sideboard, I was like, what do I need? Looking at my main deck, like, what am I actually, like, where do I have holes, basically? And I'm like, yeah, they're not really holes. It's just that kind of has the answer to everything. It's, I guess, artifacts and enchantments aren't as easy. So you have, like, temporary lockdown for Rakdos Sacrifice, and you have farewell for more artifacts and enchantments. But otherwise, this deck already kind of does it all. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying some stuff here in the sideboard. I could see adding like a 4th negate, I guess. But we do have these spell pieces, which are like mini negates. So overall, we got it all. I guess a question I have when we're gonna jump into the games is like, do I want the 4 emperors? Maybe I would just want 3. Maybe I just want 3 deluges. Maybe I just want 2 bankbusters. Maybe it's enough in terms of like card advantage type of things. You know, I could see that this deck's a bit clunky, like between all these cards here at 4 cost, and Bankbuster is kind of clunky. So going down lower on those, adding like another counterspell, another Abrade is something I could certainly see happening. It's a point I'm not sure about, but that's something I'm gonna get a feel for during the games maybe, and then we'll see. Yeah, I think I've talked enough. We got Celestus, nice with helping casting our spells, gains us some life. It's a decent card. I've liked it in a Titan deck at least. So yeah, trying out various control decks. Let's see how this one works. I think Sanctuary Warden is, you know, I don't like the card Big Score, and that's a card I played in Teemo Control to ramp me into the Titan, but it's a pretty mediocre card in a control deck and like a grindy setting because it's not card advantage. It's just you discard 1, you cast a Big Score, so you use 2 cards, and then you draw 2 cards, and you get the treasures. Okay, but it's not card advantage, and you kind of actually want to have card advantage, real card advantage. So I didn't like that card too much, and I think playing, that's convenient, playing Jeskai, I stress my mana base less because I don't have that triple green card, so I don't need the Big Score as much. I can just play double white cards and have them be castable. Okay. I think I just kill the Jeskai. And then Emperor the Visitor later on. Yeah. One's missing land drops. Here, a little clunky. Right from the get-go. I'd rather have another cheap spell. No. Bit of a problem. I think I have to let that resolve, unfortunately. I think again I kill the Jeskai. Draw a card. Hey! Could play Jetmir's Garden, which is also Boros land with the ability to cycle. I think because you have Memory Deluge in your deck, you just often want to make your land drops. Really, a lot of stuff going on. So, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Jetmir's Garden in this deck. In other decks, it might make more sense than Wind-Scarred Crag. Not necessarily the biggest fan of this matchup. In the game one. In game one at least. But I have a really good sideboard, I think.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Just trying to make land drops here. What do I do? Bankbuster or keep up Negate? They're gonna give a creature ++. It's probably gonna be the 1/1. It's gonna be a 3/3. Then my opponent can play another enchantment and put a counter on either of the two. And then I can trade the Bankbuster. Or I can keep up Negate. Not super confident in any of this, but yeah, I'm just gonna play the Bankbuster. I like getting that extra block on the board. Could also see playing a Farewell in the main deck. It's really good against this opponent. But just having one Farewell at your disposal is probably a good idea. I just figured that I want to keep my deck at instant speed. At like most instant speed things, I basically have Sanctuary Warden and I have the Burn Down, or sorry, the Firestorm in the late game as sorceries. And then I guess I have Fable as a sorcery. I mean, this deck is sort of split on sorcery and instant speed stuff. But yeah. Hallowed Haunting is a card that's rather annoying to play against. And if I had a Farewell, if I would have kept up the Negate, then things would have been better for me too. Now, yeah, I mean, between Wedding Announcement and Hallowed Haunting, I'm probably gonna lose this game. I kind of have to be the aggressor now, which is weird. But I have an Angel, so this gives flying to everything as long as they have 7 enchantments. I mean, drawing 3 Deluges definitely makes Deluge look clunky. Borrowed time. It's funny, right? Like, my one weakness in the main deck is clearly enchantments. It basically, there's no, like, enchantment-focused deck. So I'm like, what the heck? But I guess I'm getting paired against one, so it's like, okay. Pretty stupid, honestly, but hey. Post-board, we have tools. And it's not too difficult to just play Farewell in the main deck too. Like one copy of Farewell in this matchup's probably easy. So I have Otawara in my deck. It's the one thing I can use to attack with enchantments. Yep. So I have 4 enchantments, 2 cards left.
We've got the edge in this fight.
This is a deck I haven't tried yet, so that's the enchantments. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, okay, bro. Kinda wanna concede. Not everybody at the Emperor. I have so much time. Like, if I had a copy of Farewell in my deck, I probably would be able to find it here. It's a bit sad. Yeah, nothing looks remotely playable in the face of this board state. So 1+1 for each artifact enchantment. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got nothing. I can find the Firestorm, but no, I just concede. It's okay. We win the next 2. Interesting. I like a lot of things, I guess. What do I not like? Maybe the Emperor? Fable? Bankbuster? Warden? I trim a little bit of these. Trim the Celestus. I mean, the lockdown is a bit of an non-bow of the Bankbuster. I kind of like Spell Pierce too, but maybe just on the draw. Yeah, I just have too much removal. I have a lot of removal right now. Betting announcement. Let's try this. Mm-mm. right? It's just be a loose keep. I mean, I got some of the best cards. I got Farewell, I got 2 colors, I got Fable. 1 land away from reasonable start, but I don't even have an untapped land on turn 2. Nope. Okay. Let's see how Lockdown plays out for Fable, I guess. Bit of a non-bow. Hmm. Should I attack? They know I have Wandering Emperor, so they might not want to block. No fear. Could bounce the Weaver and have them trade. Or I could just let it go and then lock down later on. I think my deck's a bit clunky. Opponent's got no fear. No respect. The Wandering Emperor. Probably sitting on the 1 mana spell. The Hexproof spell. Ah, Destroy Evil is a card I could play. It's a nice sideboard card too. Even main deckable. Always forget about that one. On the draw, I think I like removal a little bit better than to make disappear. And Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce becomes more appealing. Kind of like the Angel. I like a lot of cards. I don't have a lot of space. Maybe Fable is not that good on the draw. Maybe I just went into action. As much as I can have. Yeah, honestly, Doesn't seem that good, especially against with all the sweepers. Play some more counter spells, I guess. Just all the interaction I can have. I need a 2-drop on the draw, that's the most important thing. Just all the removal, and then I have Farewell. I'm a bit low on card selection now, technically. I just have a bunch of removal. So they could outgrind me with like Wedding Announcement and Hallowed Haunting if I don't find my Farewell. If I find my Farewell, the deck is just... Farewell's like GG. And early starts shouldn't be a problem because I get so much removal. So the late game is the problem, I think. If there's a problem. They have the Hexproof spell again. The stop they have here. Yeah. Hexproof, indestructible. Yeah. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna get it out of there. Right? I could also do it in their upkeep, but then if they have a second one, it would be annoying. Like now they're gonna use it, then I use my bolt. Easy game. And I even never make this appear, let's go. Just don't have the double blue yet. The bluish. Convenient. They don't have hexproof this time. Let them have the Catilda. Just use my Emperor as a removal here. I'll just use Firestorm then. This should be another blue-red duel, honestly. Who cares about Sokenzan? Or I guess I could not play the Mountain. That wouldn't be good against Boseiju and Field of Ruin, I guess. So I have 16 blue sources, 17 would be convenient, I guess. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. Should I play Emperor here? Don't think so. I mean, I could. And then Lockdown, exile these two. Nah. Nah. Alright. Just gonna depop next turn. Or Firestorm, we'll see. I guess I could have just taken Memory Deluge. Instead of the Deserted Beach, but hey, who cares? It's a pretty good card. Good old control. 10 lands in play, chilling on 5 cards, have a deluge. Easy. Why do you... Well, whatever. I guess I'll throw one out there. Get the beats going.
Finally, I'm home.
They're not making any land drops. Neat. One planes. Okay.
May your blade strike true.
I mean, I made my deck low on kill conditions, but it's not that. Wait, I do have 3 wardens actually, right? Yeah, I have all the 3 wardens, so I have 3 wardens. I mean, it's actually not that low. Just hasn't been in the top half of my deck, any of them. Yeah, that's fine. I can just... I'm gonna cast Deluge and probably Farewell next turn. Okay. Just gonna plus this one. Then Farewell.
I've learned much during my travel.
I'm getting the vibe that they have the hexproof thing again. And then we're gonna make a samurai, have make this appear up, and live a happy life. Can also play Warden. Technically. But I think I'd rather have make this appear up for a turn. I think my opponent will concede here. That would also be a likely outcome, but I guess not. Not quite yet. I will just use this to make a land drop, honestly. Why not? Alright, cool. Alright. Yeah, works. Sort of works. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of having at least one Farewell in the deck. It's another clunky card. Maybe instead of a Firestorm, just exchange them. Makes me a bit weaker against Planeswalkers, which I could redeem by, I don't know, doing it like this. Like if I compare this deck to Jeskai Hinata, which is sort of the ultimate strong tempo slash, you know, the one of the best Fable decks we've had, or the best in standard. That deck had 4 expressive iteration, and then it had Opus, Goldspan, Hinata. This deck doesn't have the expressive, but it has Memory Deluge, which is sort of like expressive iteration in a way. It's obviously a much different card, but it sort of slots in that, and it gives you that extra late game power, which expressive doesn't give you. But then we don't have like the Opus package and Hinata, of course. And instead of that, we have Emperor, which and then we have Warden. Warden is like the big hitter. Warden is sort of the magma Opus. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out if I have enough counter spells, essentially. Is this enough? It's probably enough. Maybe I should just play like another Fires. Or like a Destroy Evil, I guess. Maybe one Destroy Evil in the main. That crazy. Let's try it out. People have been playing. People just play that card. I don't know. It destroys Fable, I guess, at the very least. Everybody's playing Fable. And then it just cleanly gets rid of Shieldred, which is nice. Does things. On the other hand, it's not a 2-drop really. And I kind of was looking for a cheap 2-drop type of card that I can play on, yeah, early. Well, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, with the Emperor, you need less spot removal, I think, in general, because the Emperor is that 4 mana sort of catch-up effect. Okay. Mitigating the Painland damage here with the Wind-Scarred Crag. Oh, I wanted to exchange the Sokenzan, right? For another coast. Yeah. Ooh. 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 Nasty. Nasty top deck. Oh gosh. So playing against Esper. Esper with Bankbuster. I guess I want a Braid. Esper with Bankbuster in the main deck. It's a bit unusual. I think I want Spell Pierce too. Raffine is an issue. Destroy Evil takes care of Raffine too. Yeah, Destroy Evil killing Raffine is kind of decent. It's pretty good against Esper, therefore, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, we have Wandering Emperor, but it's a bit expensive against Raffine. Yeah, I'm low on answers to Raffine for sure. It's honestly so difficult to sideboard with these decks because everything is good. If I'm gonna draw... Maybe the Farewell? Whoa, 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 I didn't want... I wanted to take out one. Not all 4. I like the bolts too here, but of course they can be dead. Bankbuster, it's pretty good against Esper. Maybe just cut the Celestus. Farewell, it's kind of nice to have at least one. Get rid of a vetting announcement and stuff. Yeah, and these expensive spells are going to be tough to resolve if I'm playing against Esper. Okay. Well, I was thinking about like what are the holes of this deck, and now I'm already figuring it out. Raffine is certainly something I might lose to. So I want more Destroy Evils or effects that kill Raffine in my deck. Fires of Victory should at least do the trick for 3 mana. Interesting. 2 cards left. Ooh. I'll just... Oh. Okay. No block. Should I just cast Firestorm here? If they have a counter spell, wouldn't be pretty, I guess. But I think it's okay. Otherwise, like, my other plays are what? Fable? That's it? I don't have a good play. Like, I can destroy Evil the Ravine. Which, yeah, I could do that, and that would use up my turn. Do it in the beginning of combat. If they would have blocked, they would have just bolted and then Fable. I kind of like this. Okay. It's a fine outcome for me. We're gonna empty board position. Far Commander is a cool card. When I was building this deck, I saw it too. Kinda like to see it here on the opposing side. Interesting stuff. Almost. Yeah, Abrade is looking quite good against his opponent. Interesting Esper list for sure. No attacks this time. Isn't that weird? I guess they want to have a blocker? Like, they could have attacked with one Bankbuster and activate the other. Okay. Huh. I'm a bit all over the place with my cards right now. Ravine. Man, it's just, this format is kind of crazy. So many different threats. Just play a Fateful Absence instead of just Fires. Safer. That's why that's why Hinata was so good, because it just overpowered everybody. Play Hinata, play Goldspan Boom, and just or like Magma Opus on turn 5. Crazy stuff like that. And I mean, I just played a Sanctuary Warden on turn 6 and had just Answers and Fables before that, so it was good enough to beat my opponent. But it didn't feel incredible. It didn't feel like Sanctuary Warden, good card, but also not unbeatable. And a bit expensive, of course. So especially vulnerable to counter spells. Like my opponent there, if they would have had Make Disappears that game, things wouldn't have been so easy. So I'm gonna bottom one of the 6s. It's hard to say which one is the worst. Which one's the better? Let's try this. I have more Wardens in my deck, so I have 2 more Wardens. I only have 1 Farewell. Farewell's looking already good. Do I care? Probably not. Jungle Hollow. Budget mana base. Like in Jund you have plenty, yeah, whatever. Rare cards are not, you know, easy to get. If they're missing land drop, it would be nice to just counter that, I guess. But I don't know if they're missing land drops. They are. Decision. Should I play Eiganjo and don't take a damage, but leave the option of having, if I flood out, Eiganjo not in my hand anymore? Or should I play Coast and then... I think I'll just play Coast. Rather keep the option open that if I flood out, because life really doesn't matter here that much. The 1 life, I think, is gonna be not important. Famous last words. Bankbuster.
Run away. Let your blade do the talking. We must protect the people.
Everybody on the Bankbuster. I could also just bold and then start being more aggressive.
remember your training.
Very happy I kept that farewell over the Warden. So if I pump up my 4/4, is I just don't want my Emperor to die, essentially. The next turn I'm gonna farewell, obviously. If I make a 2/2, my Emperor is gonna have less loyalty. No, I'll make a 2/2. Essentially just a question after the farewell, where's my loyalty gonna be? And I want it to be maxed, right? I want to have as much loyalty as I can. But I also want my Emperor to survive. So if I just make this a 4/4, then they Inferno Grasp it, I might have to negate it. Stuff like that. So I think the upside of plussing here, they only attack with shield or jump walking, and then the Emperor is gonna be at free loyalty. Is obviously, it's cool. But I don't need it as much. I'd rather have it survive. Make sure it survives by making another token. And here, if I would have drawn a card draw spell, would have been really good. I think my deck just wants 4 Deluge, honestly. Yeah, Deluge is just this insurance.
We've got the edge in this fight.
I'll have to have like a Cruelty or a Titan. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Probably. I mean, look at my hand. They were screwed, so they probably have some good stuff there. Exactly. Licensors. The main deck, their deck is so random, it's all over the place. It's just unbelievable how random it is.
We must protect the people.
Farewell's the best card against it. We had it. Good decision to put the Farewell in my deck. It's just tough to build control decks. There's always going to be something that slips through. The format is so... the threats are just so diverse, and between Reckoner Bankbuster, Fable, Planeswalkers, everything's so different. Then you have the sagas too. Is it like, can I have just Counterspell? Is that an option? Make the 1/1s to sack one. be nice if I had Sanctuary Warden like in this game. Sanctuary Warden and Memory Deluge are the cards I'm missing here. I'm playing free and free, so if I'm missing those, I should maybe play more. Fable of course would be nice too. This deck is the ultimate grind pile.
I have got new moves to teach you.
I'm so stupid, honestly, guys. Why did I not just let the soul resolve? That was just a mistake. The Cruelty of Giggs chapter was going off next turn. They didn't even have a land in the graveyard. That was heinous. That was a heinous misplay. Terrible. And no need to counter that thing. At all. Alright. I was thinking about other things. I was thinking about my deck and the choices I made in terms of cards and stuff. Any way I can get this Titan off the board?
Remember your
This is an awkward set of cards I have here. Yeah, Temporal is just not good against Titan. Titan is not good against Farewell. But good against this card. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, you just can't have it all. You just... stuff that's gonna be good against that, and then not good against that. And it's just so annoying. Especially this junk pile. I mean, it just has everything. So, yeah. You want to have a card like Sanctuary Warden. Or your own Titan, I guess. Something that goes over the top. But even those cards... I mean, the Junt deck could easily outgrind Sanctuary Warden or Titan. They have like tiers under. You know, so... Interesting. Okay, I mean, that's... very interesting. So they're afraid of they're afraid of a second Emperor, I guess.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
just don't use the Titan. I mean, that's good for me. Don't want to abrade this hearse. Doesn't do a whole lot. Okay, so now I could technically plus my 5/5. Then they block the Titan. Then I can bolt, remove the shield counter, and then abrade. And then let the first strike resolve, Titan dies. But then I don't have abrade for the hearse anymore. The hearse is starting to become a big thing. Yeah. Tricky. Could just attack with the Goblin and hope they block the Titan. I don't think they block the Titan, no way.
Strike fast and strike hard.
I do not know what to do, honestly. I'll just pass. It's a tough spot. But I mean, they certainly giving me a lot more outs by not attacking the Titan. Yeah, it's the existence of Wandering Emperor that gives my opponent pause here. Okay. Alright, I guess what I'll do is a plus here. And then I Firestorm, phase out my Emperor. Then I'll attack with the 6/6 and hope that they block the Titan. Oh shoot, they can give indestructible. I guess. Oops. Okay, they walked into it. Nice. This Titan is down. We got a 6-6. But they have a 1+1 counter. So it's a 6-5 against a 6-6. They have 3 cards left. Definitely still feel like an underdog here. Giving myself the best chances though. My opponent just, like, this is literally one of the most greedy decks I've seen in a long time. They don't have any early game removal, they just have all creatures, all threats, all 2-for-1s, Bankbusters, Hearses, Rutstein, Shikiki, Nixless, why not? Just like clunkiness en masse. Jesus Christ, this deck is like super greedy. So greedy, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna outgrind a lot of decks. Okay, so they can get what back? Oh, nothing. Huh. There's no creature in the graveyard. Because they just returned it. Well, that's kind of funny. The deck is so greedy. It's insane.
I'm never done for good. I don't even have a sweeper left in my deck. I have Warden. They don't play Rutstein, okay. Okay. One. Spell Pierce. They do have a lot of non-creature stuff. Maybe on a draw I bring in Spell Pierce. I mean, you just can't
it's a pipe dream to find a deck that replaces Hinata. It's just impossible. The deck had tools and ways that are so good. I mean, Magma Opus alone, you could never really flood out Hinata because you always had that Magma Opus in the late game. Yeah, and then you had Hinata Goldspan to really pressure someone. Just the alternative game plans were so brutal. Like the Hinata would completely destroy my opponent's deck. Like, this would be an easy matchup. Obviously, I mean, it's a much stronger deck. There's no science to state that. Okay, no Tear Sunder, that makes me happy. I mean, what do I not need? Gate in the land. Trying to find action. You could still play Hinata, technically. But it would just be an annoying creature that makes your spells a bit better. Wouldn't be as broken with the Opus. Kind of bad against Invoke Despair and all those things. One just kept... What did they keep? Nothing, huh?
I'm home. Keep watch for intruders.
Ah, I forgot the plus. I guess now I'm just making a samurai. Looks less stupid.
Let your blade
I guess
do
I'll
the
just
talking.
try to hit land drops here. Or not.
Remember your training.
Okay, that was a pretty much a solitaire game here. On first play on 5. Okay. Cool. Cool. What do I not want? Maybe I cut an Emperor for at least one Spell Pierce. I think I need all these card advantage things. A little light on it already. Sanctuary Warden, maybe I cut one on a draw. Like this and add Spell Pierce. Maybe this is a bit too reactive then. I kind of like Spell Pierce though. Yeah, and I think the Wandering Emperor is like decent. It's not amazing because my opponent seems to be respecting it a lot, not attacking with the Titan even. And then I have still 3 copies in my deck. It's not like I don't have it anymore. Don't love this hand. I don't hate it either. But I don't love it. It's a lot of lands. I got Negate, which is one of my best cards in the matchup. But if they have a Bankbuster here on turn 2, yeah, wouldn't be great. Just play a Fable. Do it. Don't play that. That's not a Fable. Very aggressive move. Oh, yeah, he outplayed me on my Negate, I guess. Oh, it's so brutal to have 3 counter spells in hand after they resolve 2 threats. Woo! Ah! I hate to lose against this pile of a deck. Just hate to lose against it. Well, you know, we just find a farewell and we're gonna be okay this game. Just find a farewell. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even behind here, I guess. I'm like doing okay. Could convince me to play more like Syncopate instead of Negate, I guess, so we can counter Trespasser and turn 3 creatures, like old Rutstein, I guess. Or Raffine. I mean, Raffine, Negate can't hit Raffine, can't hit Trespasser. There's some important free drops that we would like to counter on the draw. They have a Sunder on the Kiki. Sure. I think the Bankbuster might be more important. Well, there's a farewell, okay. Easy, I guess. Easy. I feel like against this Junt deck you really want 2 farewells back to back. I think I'm not gonna farewell next turn actually. Squee. Wow, this deck's so random. It's like, what the heck's going on? So this would be 2, 3, 6 damage coming across. Okay. Can't do anything about it anyways. Go to 10, and then next turn they would hit me for 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. So I'll just kill this. I take 5, go to 11. Now they don't even have a good target for the Kiki to copy because everything's legendary. I'm at 12, feeling kind of comfortable. Okay. And now we just pass again. And then I try to find a land drop, use my Bankbuster. And then I have counterspell up after a farewell. And that should be good enough. Yeah, the Junt opponent just can't do anything against what I have here, which is kind of nice. I mean, if you really want to beat these random Junt decks, you probably want a third. A third farewell in the 75. Oh, wait. I guess. Play correctly. Gonna exile everything. I'm gonna exile the artifacts too. Like I'm not gonna keep my Bankbuster over them losing all this. So I'm gonna attack with it first. And I do I have to exile the graveyards? I mean, I have the Deluge in the grave. But I kind of want to exile the graveyards. My hand is so stacked. I don't need the Deluge. I don't. Look at this. I don't need this. I'd rather have them not have a graveyard. Although even that is debatable, but yeah, I mean, yeah, just their cards get a bit worse. But because I have so many counter spells and they're not resolving anything anyways, you could say that... No, I think this is definitely necessary. Like, imagine they cycle a bunch of blood tokens and then discard, I don't know, squeeze and stuff. No, they can't do that. If I wouldn't have exiled the graveyard, they could have done that, right? They could have used these blood tokens, exile some graveyard, Tenacious Underdog, squee, get some card advantage, and exile in the graveyard. Just plays around that. Okie dokie. Okay, we got him. The farewell. I mean, that was important. That was definitely important. Where's the Shivan Reef? Come on. I mean, I don't really care. I'll keep the Negate for later. With something that's more threatening than that. I'll just destroy evil, this. And the 2/2, it really doesn't matter. Okay.
Now you've done it. Let's show them how we greet our enemies.
Here we can see the synergy between Emperor and Warden. Very nice. Lots of counters we can draw cards with. Alright, we got there. Okay. Okay. Is there something about this deck? Is there something about this deck? I think I want 2 farewell. It's just not even against a Junt. I mean, it's just a bit biased playing against a Junt deck and then wanting 2 farewells. But I don't know. It's a bit of an anti-synergy. I think I want 2 Bankbuster for Deluge. I don't know. Maybe 3 and 1 is the go. Then you cut lockdown the sideboard. Cards doesn't seem that important. It's a bit of an anti-synergy as well with the farewell. Yeah. Same with Bankbuster and Celestus. Interesting. Interesting. Me trying to copy Hinata. Yeah, I don't know. It's a fine deck, I think. It's a fine deck. It's definitely still work to be done here. It's also like, from my perspective, maybe it doesn't look as good as from the opposing perspective. Maybe it looks really good from the opposing side, playing against it. Yeah. Who knows? The squeeze of like all these cards that are kind of difficult to deal with, Fable, Wandering Emperor, and then the good removal, the counter spells, Sanctuary Warden at the top end. It's a nice collection of Magic the Gathering cards that this Jeskai control deck has. And it has Fable, which is like the best card in Standard, so you could for example, you could say, hey, why not just play Esper? And then you get also a bunch of good cards and have white and blue and have counter spells. You don't have Fable. You don't have Fable. Alright guys, I think that's gonna be it for the video. No final judgment. I mean, no final judgment that this deck has potential. Feels kind of decent. And it's definitely not bad. I mean, I just 3-0'd. But it didn't feel incredible either, but it's a work in progress still. And yeah. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video then. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and see you in the next one. Peace out.